What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share the video. Hit the join button and become a member. Why? With members, get exclusive content. Hit the bell icon on my channel so that you receive a notification every time that I drop a video, and you can go and check the video out. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do. Share the video and like the videos as well. It helps with the algorithm. We're trying to take the channel to another level. I'm going to do my part. I need the Go Up movement to help me do their part. Let's get into it. Well, I'm getting back into this P. Diddy thing. I'm going to stay on it. I'm going to drop video after video on P. Diddy because there's so much information coming out. It's hard for me to keep up. I mean, it is coming out by the truckloads. A lot of celebrities are running scared right now, wondering if they were recorded on these tapes. A lawyer for one of the victims has been going around, a black woman, saying now that a celebrity of a higher stature than P. Diddy, a higher profile celebrity than P. Diddy, has been trying to buy one of the tapes back because he or she is on the tape. She said that she's seen the tape. We're going to get into that. Here, and also the prosecution is now saying that bankers are involved, athletes, politicians, because P. Diddy knows a lot of rich people that we don't know about. We just know about the famous ones. But there are a lot of rich people, filthy rich people in this world, in California, that we don't know about, that are not famous. They're just filthy rich. And they were dealing with P. Diddy. They were at these freak-offs. And the question is, will they get to P. Diddy before P. Diddy is able to expose all of them, like they got to Jeffrey Epstein? Here, Suge Knight calls in from prison and does an interview with Chris Cuomo, in which he pretty much says that you need to look at Jennifer Lopez as well. Of course, he was back in the day saying that he had a tape of J.Lo, Suge Knight, that he had a tape of her getting down with some members of the Dog Pound or somebody. Well, let's get into it. Let's see what Suge Knight had to say about the P. Diddy situation. And as I said, I'm gonna keep coming with the P. Diddy situation as we try to unearth and uncover what really happened here and who was all involved. Every one of these sick predators. Let's see. Let's get into the interview with Suge Knight.
For people who have done a little bit of homework and know who you are, why should they believe you about what you think and feel about Sean Diddy Combs and any allegations against him, given your history of animosity with him?
Well, first of all, I'm not calling you and nobody else to get nobody to believe anything regarding him. Like I said, and I always say, me personally, I don't jump up and down and cheer for no black man going to prison or any other man, any other human being going to prison. Because people think prison is always the answer. I'm not saying a lot of people don't deserve to do their time and see what's going on. But at the same time, that's not no cheerful thing, because when you look at it, that man have kids. Mm-hmm. And whatever affects him definitely affects his kids. Mm-hmm. And I know there's a lot of victims involved in it, and whatever affects them affects their kids. So it's not a good.
Yes, P. Diddy has kids. And according to the allegations, he's also victimized kids, many kids. So he has kids. Who gives a damn? Because he victimized children, allegedly.
Thing to be talking about any shit about the next person, but it's not a gray area with me. And at the same time, Puffy didn't react or see where he got or doing those things or those allegations by himself. He was taught from people before him, and he did it to the younger people after him. And we can talk all day and say what's true and what's not true. Only true part about it is videos.
Were you recently injured in a car accident? Look at this check for 106.
Conversations and people can see what they've done. Mm-hmm. But for it being happy and proud and say what do people think, that's irrelevant.
So Suge,
it's just like I heard earlier today when Ray J was talking to TMZ. Mm-hmm. I got love for Harvey, but I see Charles always got some negative to say when it comes to West Coast people. And Charles tried to make a reference to say that, how do I feel when I'm in prison? Yeah, I'm in prison. I guarantee you I'm free more than Charles. If I feel like sleeping to 5 o'clock, I want to sleep 12 hours a day, I can.
Sure.
But besides all that, the fact is, it's not no competition who's going to talk the loudest or talk the best. It's not something positive that can help anybody. I don't get on no platform unless it be something positive. If it ain't positive.
I understand what you're saying. I want you to try to make some positive points here. I get what you're saying about TMZ, but that's not really my interest, as you might imagine. My interest is in what you can help people understand about these allegations that Diddy is facing and what you believe he's facing on the inside. Now, what's most interesting to me is that you seem to see Diddy as kind of an Epstein kind of figure, that Jeffrey Epstein, that a lot of people know what Diddy was about, and they were about the same thing, and that's why they're quiet. That's why J.Lo and Ben Affleck got divorced, because of videos that he has of her that now they know about. Where is this coming from with you? What do you believe?
Okay, it's getting deep now, people. J.Lo and Ben Affleck getting divorced because of video. See, I told you Suge was already saying he had videos back in the day of J.Lo. Let's see what he say. Whoa.
About the people around Diddy and what everybody knows.
Well, first of all, you got to start with at the top. You starting with the top. Clyde Davis, Russell Simmons, Andre Arell, Jimmy Iovine. Even if you take Jimmy Iovine, he had an allegation from him, same thing, it went away. You take Jimmy Iovine. They told me at Universal and Interscope, they said, you know what? We can't deal with artists that gets in trouble. And your artist gets in trouble, they talk crazy. Let's think about what they see. Now, I was told that I can't do business there because of that. Now, Doug Morris gave Puffy a deal for millions of dollars. It flopped. So when you look at all these things and everybody want to say Puffy, 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 don't get me wrong. Yeah, Puffy stepped in this shit, and even if he wiped the shit off his shoe, it still stinks. But he's not the only one. They got all the tapes.
Now, when you talk about the tapes,
but this been going on for a long time.
Hold on, Suge. Help us understand, because a lot of this stuff is a little inside baseball for people, right? Because they don't live the life, they don't know the world, they don't know the players.
Your telephone number will be monitored and recorded.
That's just the recording from the prison. That's just saying that they record it, which obviously they do. Suge, help people understand. What tapes are you talking about? Who has them? And what kinds of things do you think they show?
Well, number one, luckily, I wasn't their first choice, their second choice. I wasn't no choice to be at those freaky parties. But you know what they show. They used to have a thing in the industry, right? And the sad thing about it, I don't like mentioning Usher. I don't like mentioning Justin Bieber. I don't like mentioning all these people that everybody know what time it is. So at the same time, they used to have a joke. They never played this joke with me. And they used to walk in the Interscope office. They'll go back there and they'll be like, hey, we passed the test. I said, we haven't did the test. One dude said, well, don't say that in front of Mr. Knight because he's going to take it offensive and hurt somebody. I said, well, whatever it is, I probably will take it offensive when somebody will get their ass whooped. You know, that was me in those days. They used to have these guys, they used to call it the boiled egg test. They used to take a boiled egg, a raw boiled egg.
Trump or Harris?
Harris. I really like that Harris is cutting taxes.
I read about Trump's plan for a national sales tax on groceries, clothes, even medication, and that it would cost families nearly $4,000 a year. I can't afford that.
When you shop with the Shipt app, your schedule is the only schedule that matters. Shipt, delight in every delivery.
They have those guys pull their pants down and bend over and they stick it up their ass. The eggs break, they say they're not ready yet. They ain't put enough work in. This is Hollywood. So everybody want to go act like they don't know what's going on.
Hold on a second,
but
Suge.
if you just look. All you got to do is
I have never heard of anything like that. So if I haven't heard about it, just assume a lot of people haven't heard that before. But you think it's on video?
Let's stop for a second.
Go ahead, Suge.
Yeah, listen, and also, have you ever been to any puffy parties?
No.
You sure they had a long time to think about it. But if you haven't been in those butt naked parties, even some of the preachers been in those parties, and they wasn't on their knees praying for God. See, they was praying for somebody to have come real quick or something. But I wasn't there, but there's proof of it. But at the same time, everybody want to look around and act like something going on that wasn't right. It's the facts of life in the industry, not for the people who don't get in. So everybody, you got to look at it like this. You see a beautiful woman or you see a handsome man, and it was like that all their life. From elementary school to junior high school to high school, if they forced to go to college, right? They always knew they had something special about themselves. If you take some of the Hollywood executives or some artists, they might have been the ugly duckling for a long time before they had the teeth fix and lips fix and nose fix, all the work done. Underneath, they still the young with no confidence because they've been that way all their fucking life. So all of a sudden, if you look at Puffy old pictures, don't look nothing like his new pictures. You know, shit, they didn't do everything.
But Suge, just because he has plastic surgery, all I'm saying is, I'm not saying that you're wrong about rich people doing stuff to their face or whatever it is, but that's different than the allegations that are coming down on him.
I'm talking about richer people. I'm talking about the difference. I'm talking about, okay, look at it like this. I look at real plain and simple. Ain't no whistleblower. Facts is there. But right now, I don't care if it's T.I., I don't care if it's Rick Ross, I don't care if it's Jay, I don't care if it's Snoop, I don't care if it's Game, I don't care if it's Dre. Nobody's stepping up on the fact that you know what's going on.
Nobody's defending him. You're right.
Guys at Interscope.
You're right.
Okay.
Nobody is defending him, but that's why I was interested in hearing your perspective.
Hey, I like to say this too real quick. You got a woman that works for you is really incredible. You don't find too many people.
I thought you were about to implicate her in the investigation. I'm just glad you're not implicating Dusty in the investigation, Suge, because I can't take that.
She's not in the investigation.
All right,
but what I want to do for her is, I got to do this for her, but I want to turn her on to this clothing line called Girls Mondays to Sunday. Girl Monday to Sunday. And I'm definitely going to look out for her because I buy a lot of shit for a lot of people from that place. But look, what I was basically trying to say is this. I respect your show and respect what you're doing, but the most important thing is there's got to be a solution. Because this has been going on in the industry for a whole bunch of years, for decades. And at the same time, you know, nobody wants this to be true, and it shouldn't have to be true. But if we don't fix it and do something about it, history will constantly
repeat itself. Now, Suge, you said something early on.
Okay, so y'all heard Suge, man. Suge Knight, as it says right there, for those who do not know, is the co-founder of Death Row Records. And obviously a Hollywood insider. He's a big, major part of the industry. He had the most successful record label for a few years and was filthy rich. And so he knows what he's talking about. And he's talking about this boiled egg test. They stick it up your you know what, and if it doesn't crack, he said, you ain't ready. Oh man, I don't know what the hell that, why would it crack? What are you talking about? This is crazy. And as he said more than once that this has been going on in the industry for decades and everybody knows about it. This has been going on for years upon years upon years. Of course, we've all heard some of the rumors, but now it's all coming to light, bro. What P. Diddy possibly, allegedly was involved in, along with a host, a litany, a plethora of other people. Apparently barbaric, sadistic people.
That I want to get clarification for the audience, Suge. You said early on, you can't just look at Diddy in isolation. You said this was done to him. He learned from others, and it was done to him, and then he did to others. To me, that sounds like what I hear when people are talking about abusive situations, you know, hurt people, that someone was sexually abused, they wind up being a perpetrator. Is that what you're suggesting about Sean Combs, that he was sexually abused and he now sexually abuses?
Yeah, I think that's absolutely right. I think he repeat what was done to him. And like I said, if you look at Russell Simmons, you know the truth. Andre Rail, you know the truth. Clyde Davis, you know the truth. Jimmy Iovine, you know the truth. So there's not certain things that all of a sudden you got this. The industry is a quick business.
He's naming names. He said he ain't a whistleblower, Suge Knight, but he's naming names. He said Pharrell, Jimmy Iovine, and so forth. He named them a couple of times. But now he's saying that he believes P. Diddy was abused, touched in a wrong way at some point in his life, and that now this is why he's doing this. Let's see why he believes this. He believes that P. Diddy was fondled with, played with. And now this is what's the catalyst for him victimizing others.
It's been like that for a long time. And the casting couch is real, but it's for women and men. But far from all that, I think the most important thing is I feel like
anyone with $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans may qualify for help from National Debt Relief.
They should let Puffy tell his truth. I'm quite sure he's going to expose a lot of people. I'm sure he's going to move forward with it. But I don't think it should be a situation like the Epstein thing where they found him hanging from the ceiling of dead before the truth come out.
Do you believe
I think
that
the truth needs to be.
Do you believe that Diddy is in danger in prison? And do you have advice for him based on what you just said?
Well, the first advice I have, I don't ever want to say he's in danger, and neither should he say that. Because once he gets to the point where they feel he's going to be suicidal to himself, harmful to himself, once they put him on suicide watch, you have the rights to nothing. No socks, no drawers, no T-shirt, no blanket, no sheets. You asshole naked in a cell as a crazy man. So he definitely don't want to do that. And the other advice I would tell him, you know, maybe he should get on the Jewish diet. Because the kosher meals is way better than the food somebody else is making for you. At least they're going to come hot. They're going to come sealed, and you got to be the one to open them. That's very important.
What about people trying to hurt him?
Go to jail. I mean, one of the things is this. I don't care who you are. Prison and jail is a negative environment. If somebody can do something to them and get a name for themselves, they're going to actually do it. Or they can do whatever they feel they got to do to prove themselves. But we also got to learn. We got to learn from our mistakes. Everything don't have to be a mistake. You got to better yourself. But we all know what we sign up for in life. So if I sign up.
So he says that he actually had any advice for Diddy. He said, well, you don't go on that watch where you're about to harm yourself, because you'll be stripped naked and will have nothing, no socks, no drawers, no sheets, no blankets, which is all true. You'll be in there and be treated like a madman. Diddy is in for it, and he's saying, well, did he get hurt? Is he in any danger in prison or in jail? Well, of course he is. I don't know how he's getting down to New York. The man is in danger. You cannot hit a prison yard, a main line. He's going to get hurt, period. Bottom line, with these charges, if he's found guilty And if he goes to prison, that means that he was found guilty. Well, he'd be in big trouble. I'll tell you that for sure. Suge says, well, yeah, if someone's trying to get a name for themselves by getting off on Diddy, then yeah, they'd get off on him because it's like, yeah, he's the one that unalived Diddy. You'll get famous.
To be a football player, I knew I'm going to get hit and I'm going to hurt some motherfuckers too. So I signed up to be in the music business and the entertainment business. If you fight for right and being a black man, there's certain things you got to look at for the challenges. If they can't take the money from you, they take you from the money by putting you in prison. That's a fact. In Puffy's situation, he should go and get his time out the way. Not no life sentence. If he can get a lesser time, he should jump on it because he had a great run. I'm in prison right now. I had a great run. So I don't go mad. I don't wake up mad. I've been locked up for 10 years, and I ain't had a bad day yet. And it's a lot of things we can do to help each other, and it's never too late for help. God bless us to have a voice. Let's use our voice. I had told Puffy a while back. I told T.D. Jakes a while back. Shit, come on, collect calls. We can politic. Because one thing for certain, one thing for sure, he's just not going to walk away with one scratch on it.
Do you think that Diddy?
He can do so.
Do you think Diddy knows enough that it's a very delicate balance that maybe investigators will want to know these other names and greatly reduce his exposure to criminality to time versus what people would do to keep him quiet?
Number one, I've been knowing him a long time, and we was friends. We're not enemies, but we were friends. He's not a dummy, so he's smart enough to work his magic. On top of that, this man right here, he been involved with the FBI for most of his career. It's not like he don't have no moves. So I don't think nobody should just count him out. I don't think he gonna lay down and just crawl in the corner and die. He probably going through a lot of shit right now because he probably going through a lot of withdrawals for the drugs. But the industry got him on drugs. And see, they do these things to take control. They're not doing, there's nothing wrong with being gay. If you choose to be gay, that's your preference. But they doing this to people for control. It's a power situation.
Suge.
And they've been having the power of the, yes.
I appreciate your perspective on this.
Okay, there you have it. Suge Knight calling in from the big house, calling in from prison, speaking on P. Diddy. You know, and he said what he said. He named some names, Jimmy Iovine, Pharrell, whoever the hell else he said. He alluded to the fact that he believes that P. Diddy was abused himself. I don't know if he said as a child or later on in the industry. And that was his motivation, more than likely, for doing what he's alleged to have done. That Diddy was also under the influence, that they was giving him these substances, the industry was, to control him. And we all know that Diddy is alleged to have been giving some of these people substances to control them. So it's a lot to uncover. And I'm going to continue to break it down. We want to just get to the bottom of it and find out exactly what happened. Are these allegations true? Is P. Diddy a sicko? Did he victimize countless women and men? And if so, why and who else was involved? A story worth following, and I'm going to continue to follow it and bring you guys the latest information and maybe 4 or 5 videos a day as we keep it, because again, the information is dropping rapidly on Diddy, and all sorts of stuff is being unearthed by the moment, by the minute, about who was involved, who did what. So again, I'm going to continue to follow the story, and in fact, I'll drop another video today on Diddy and what he did or did not do, the charges that he is facing, what he's also facing in jail, and should he be convicted and go to prison, will he survive? Bring you my opinion on that soon. In the meantime, stay free, people.